Braden Smith was back on his dominance against Rutgers. They beat the Scarlet Knights by 16 points earlier this week. Braden got his shot going again, 16 points, 8 assists. And after the game, opposing head coach Steve Pikiell had a lot to say in a complimentary fashion about Purdue's point guard. Steve Pikiell said, quote, "I'll be glad when he graduates. That's for sure. He's such a good shooter now. Not only do you have to guard him on pick and rolls to pass the ball, he has elite vision, but he's tremendously crafty. His ability to create his own shot. He fades away, takes mid range, comes off, takes off balance threes. They just swish. He plays with an experience and a swagger. I mean, he's going to be the all time leading assist guy in college basketball history." I believe he ended that by saying, "That's not just a regular record." Hold on. I lost my place on this. The shout out to Ad Blocker. Jesus. This is a Dustin Schutte article, by the way. Shout out to Dustin, who's crushing for Purdue on SI. He said, "I mean, he's going to become the all-time leading assist guy in college basketball history. This isn't just a regular guy. He's going to beat Bobby Hurley's record, which has stood for 30 years. He can do everything." That's the ultimate form of praise that I feel like I've heard from an opposing head coach. Dion, I'm assuming you endorse this message.
So he said he isn't a regular guy or he is a regular guy.
He isn't a regular guy.
Oh yeah, I endorse that. I endorse that. I heard is at first, and I had a whole monologue built out against Michael. I thought he was an official op. But shout out to him. Yeah, no, I endorse that. Braden, nothing about Braden is a regular guy. Like I mean the dude is special. He's like a magician out there, to be honest with you. There's five players in the country that I've watched so far, like the first month of the season, where I go, he shouldn't be out there with them. It looks like the varsity kid who got bad grades and was told you had to play JV for 2 months, and Braden's on at the very top of that list. He's a special player.
Is any part of this quote more meaningful to you given the fact that Pikiell had Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey a year ago?
I don't think Pikiell knows he had those two on his team.
In my head, there's a little bit of an interpretation of this quote of like, I just came off having two of the top four picks in the NBA draft. I spent a season with special talent, but Braden Smith has more than just talent, right? Like that's kind of reading between the lines. Like he's gutsy, he'll defend, he's such a leader, his vision, all this. And oh, by the way, he can hit you your fadeaways, he can get you your 30. It's just swish off balance. I think like those are the things that Dylan Harper was lacking. And Dylan Harper also didn't have an immune system that allowed him to play 30 games last year, but like you get the point, right? You need more than talent to win games in this league. Braden Smith is the consummate winner. And coming from Steve Pikiell off the year he just had, that feels extra important. The one other thing I would add, though, Pike, you're my guy. I love Steve Pikiell. I'm rooting for Steve Pikiell. Steve Pikiell saying he'll be glad when Braden Smith graduates. Steve, you don't got to worry about that, man. Steve, every player might as well graduate. You're not gonna have to see any player again after this season, Steve. Your writing is on the wall here, you know?
You think Pikiell's out of there?
Yeah, dog. You can't do what he did last year, follow it up with this roster. They're 5-4. They're gonna finish second or last in the Big Ten. This is over.
Watching Dylan Harper play NBA basketball probably isn't the best advertisement for Pikiell getting another year too. Dylan
Right.
Harper's just like ridiculously good
Right. It's like you go all in sometimes. You and I have certainly gone all in
all
and
the
and
time.
lost our share of going all in. Pike went all in for the first time ever. He was like, "I'm going to spend on NBA players," and then that team went 15 and 17. Like I'm sorry, and this is mean because I love Steve Pikiell, but like just the idea of him framing this through a lens of like, gonna be so thankful when he graduates, dog. You do not have to worry about graduation day. There's gonna be some other things going on next year.
He's gonna be a good coach at like Long Island University though. Like maybe we get a little bye game against Purdue in a year or so.
Yeah, that would be nice. And Braden Smith will be graduated by then.